What is going down, Assassin's Creed fans? Today we're going to be dissecting the 3.10 or the 1.2.1 for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Comes in roughly about 20 gigs, going all the way down to 6 gigs, depending on next gen, PC, and or the current generation of what you're getting into. My name is Matt here at the MacGyver7 channel, and today we're going to be looking at Ubisoft and what they've changed. Also, 411 of what also has changed in Ubisoft universe is that they have delayed the Watch Dogs update. So if you're also playing both of these games, there is going to be a little bit of a delay. They put out a nice little bulletin. But let's go ahead and slide over for what's changed in the missing fish. As you can see, the headliner, as they get into the introduction of, they introduced several of the missing fish species that were in Norway and England below. You're going to see the areas of where you can implement more fishing locations within the June update. Briefly to go over the maps, you're going to have some great smaller and bigger fish for as far as everything that is laid out. This link will be here, but what we're mainly looking at is the big fish of the update. What is actually changed. Now, headliner, as we can see as that loads in for as far as the brewing storm and the pig of prophecy and missing fixes, as we can see for the fish, the toggling cinematic fisher, and for as far as the moves off and on, new skills and game improvements. As stated before, the gigabyte size. Now let's go ahead and scroll over so we can see there are some cooler portions of the way that they laid it out, so you can see what system is applicable for what you're going down for. And we're going to go ahead and scroll down and see the full patch. Now, some of this is laying down the foundation for the newer update on May 13th for as far as a separate download that will be required on that release day, but new skills that will be coming into the Cold Rage, the Eye of the North, and the Intense Rage. Now, game improvements, as you can see, it comes over here. It adds an option to the gameplay. The menus to toggle the cinematic camera off and on during the fishing move, and added an issue that prevents, for as far as what we can see, the duel in the DAG from triggering after sleeping in a brewing storm. So that's now addressed. For the started population, the game with the missing fish species, the halibut, the sturgeon, and the flatfish, as we looked at the maps earlier and will be linked down below, allowing for as far as the characters in Altair and Bayerk, the outfits and the address portions and the applied to the armor for the transmog. On top of the situation for as far as the addressed an issue that prevented the horse from galloping sound from other players. Balancing that came into gameplay, the extended duration of the battle cry ability, tweaked the fearless leaper to make it easier to jump from the greater heights, addressed an issue for the spinning death and the bite perk that was causing the change percentage to be higher than intended. For as far as the side quests, as we can see right over here, there is a ton of quests. I would definitely say take a look at this link down below to see what is applicable for you as we scroll down, and you can see that there is a huge list of what they are fixing for as far as what has been gunked up inside of there. Now, for as far as once we get past all of those, we can actually see daylight of what they've actually changed besides the just ton of missions. There is some raid missions, and there's a lot, but the audio and animation and graphics, for as far as the graphics and the lighting and the texture issues, which I did notice, that's good to hear that they've actually laid down some foundation, and the instance of incorrect sound effects, just like the horse. You can see that there is a ton of river rage, just like the side missions. It is plagued, and then we finally come down to the situation where we can zoom in to see what exactly has changed for as far as the playability of what we've gotten. It's great that they're doing all these like missions and everything for as far as that, and it's sad to hear that there are so many that people were affected by, but I feel like this is probably the bread and butter of an update for as far as what the gameplay, combat, and AI comes into. The animals will remain on camera in the dialogue and has begun. On top of the addressed issues with the Odin site, There are several camera issues. There are issues for as far as the Berserker trap and shoulder bash in the preview as the dive of the Valkyrie ability. Several automatic long ship navigation issues. All animals will be reacting accordingly to the bash ability. There are issues preventing some of the animals from attacking each other when under the influence from the Berserker trap. Issues causing combo status effect to remain active on the low bow under certain conditions. Issues that cause the Raven to loot not to work. As we can see, we come down to the very end almost for as far as preventing man's best friend ability to work against Zeot. So we can also see that the world has several intense floating objects, so there's no more UFOs, and address issues for as far as preventing Eivor from entering buildings. On top of Eivor and the NPCs and the long ships getting stuck, we can see that the UI came into the HUD issues, various intertext, and for the interaction of those issues that popped up that did not occur for as far as the purchase inside the store. Photo modes on the frame issues. Long ship for as far as boasting icon missing from the stamina bar. Long ships boast skill on the stamina depleted if twice without pause. On top of the prevented the player from acquiring the Berserker themed item from the Animus from stores or the read if already on them from another platform. An issue preventing some of the colorful Raven skins from being applied when in situations, and the systems, which I think are the most important part. The games now display the notifications unable to save. PC, where it has an issue for as far as the VSync to remain locked when inside of the window mode. PS5, all trophies active on the PlayStation 4 will now unlock on the PlayStation 5. Trophies include the long list that's right there. On top of that, PlayStation 5 also makes the list for as far as corrected a high sensitivity issue when playing with the M and K. Also, what we always see on every single PlayStation forum. But everyone, that is what we're going to say is a nice patch note. If you're newer to the network, you can like, share, and subscribe. Helps me out as a creator. And if you do today, who knows? Maybe Ubisoft will reach out and give me some Assassin's Creed swag, and I'll just make a video about it and give it away. That'd be kind of cool. But they need to reach out and say, hey, here's some swag. We'll see though. But everyone, have a nice day, stay classy, and if you do subscribe when you're brand new, slam that notification bell right down the center so you get all the notifications as they roll out for future updates. Stay safe, stay classy, and I will see you guys and gals in the near future.